Well, hey friends, it's me, Pastor Doug, with another word of encouragement for the day for today, Wednesday, March 16th. And this week, we're continuing our I Still Am series, where we've been exploring the 7 I Am statements that Jesus makes throughout the Gospel of John. 2 weeks ago, we looked at John chapter 6, where Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Last week, we looked at John chapter 8, where Jesus stood up in the temple and said, I am the light of the world. This week, we're looking at John chapter 10, where Jesus described himself as the gate or the door. And what Jesus was saying there is he was comparing himself to the opening of a sheep pen. Now, in those days, a sheep pen was a large walled sort of circle with one opening. And that's where the sheep would come in, and that's where the shepherd would lay during the night to protect the sheep. And so Jesus was saying, I am the way in. I am the only path to salvation. See, those sheep pens didn't have a back door or a side door. They didn't have multiple points of entry. There was one way in, and Jesus was saying, I am that way. I'm the way in. I'm the way to salvation. And this bold, exclusive claim is something that the early church certainly maintained. In fact, in today's word, which comes out of the book of Acts chapter 4, verse 12, the apostle Peter makes a very similar statement about Jesus. Peter and John had actually gone to the temple and they had healed a man, which caused this big uproar. In fact, they got thrown in jail overnight because the whole city was in an uproar over this healing. And when they were questioned about it, they were asked about the name of Jesus, and listen to the statement that Peter makes about the name of Jesus. He says this, salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name other than Jesus under heaven given to mankind by which we must be saved. So Peter is making the same claim that Jesus made. He's saying that Jesus is the only way to salvation. Now, that rubs some of us the wrong way because we live in America and we live in a pluralistic, relativistic society where people drive around with coexist stickers on the back of their car that tell us that, your way is different than my way and my way is different than that person's way, and it's all good. We can just agree to disagree. Let's just leave everybody else alone and everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. The problem is that that's not what Jesus says. Jesus says, no, I am the only way. And that's exactly what Peter says in today's verse. Salvation comes by no other way except through Jesus. Friends, we live in, again, a very pluralistic, relativistic society that tells us that there is no absolute truth. But we deal with absolute truth every day. Let me just give you 3 examples: money, medicine, and measurements. Those are 3 areas in our life where we deal with absolute truth every single day, right? Your banker can't give you $500 when you ask them for $1,000 and just say, it's all good, we can just agree to disagree. No, it's either right or wrong. Same in the area of medicine, right? I mean, you better get it right. There is no, you have your way and I have my way. Same with measurements, right? If you're hiring a contractor to do a job, you want to make sure that they get the measurements right. There's absolute truth. 3 feet is 3 feet. It's not 2.5 feet. And so if we accept absolute truth in all of these relatively unimportant areas, then why are we not willing to accept absolute truth in the area of the highest importance, the area of our eternity and our relationship with God and our salvation? Friends, salvation comes through no one else, no other name other than the name of Jesus. He is the only way in. He is the door. Friends, be encouraged by this truth today, and we'll see you tomorrow.